to know some good people and people with good drugs. Yeah. A what?
How I plan on detailing the entire Toyota Hilux.
Oh no.
Alright, if you were a loved one who owns a squatted truck or has been interested in owning a
shit.
squatted
I
truck,
did that twice.
comment below what made you interested in that sort of thing, and maybe it'll help someone else. Maybe it'll help someone else get through the same thing that you're going through. But the whole world is just a little concerned about you, and they want to make sure you're okay. Dude, what is the stench?
It's that weird coconut berry.
It's not just that. He's masking something. He's covering it up, whatever. All those air pressures. This is exactly what I imagine one smelling like, too.
Smells old.
It's exactly what I imagine a squatted truck
Right over
smelling like.
there.
There's no remnant of the smell of the original truck left.
Hello.
It's just like this like thick air
I see one.
that comes out.
I see one.
Coconut.
I'm gonna fondle it first.
There's a layer on.
Probably because he was
Yeah.
in there.
One thing that we're missing that I do have to still put on this truck is the 19-foot long antenna.
That's all right. I'll
not
take
hooked up
stock
to
a
anything
second.
at all. It's extremely flimsy. That hangs like this all the time. It's weighted down with tennis balls, and it's on almost every squad truck. Now, apparently the tennis balls, someone told me, were how many
They're running.
girls you. Now it's kind of funny.
Oh my
This one
god.
doesn't have any, first of all. Kind of funny how they all have 2 or less. Every squad.
I don't
So I
get
thought
it.
we could put like an antenna that's like 40 feet tall, that's real firm and rigid with like 500 tennis balls
Alright, as
on
long
it.
as
We
you
could
got
flex so hard on all the other squatted truck owners. But I don't know, that's like a lot of crossbreeding. They all said, hey, you want to go to Hooters? We'll get it to go. No, these are the kind of kids that will post a picture on Instagram of like $16 of them holding it, and then some motivational caption. So I want to check the oil because I'm curious to see how this looks. It's literally like 2.5 inches above the oil line.
Well, yeah, because all sitting towards the back.
How do they actually check the oil level? Oh, they park it on a hill. This?
That was just hanging in there. Yeah.
Oh, it came off the intake here.
Yeah.
They don't have an intake.
Yeah, the intake is not well done whatsoever. Yep, it just flopped off.
What? Oh my god.
Oh yeah, it's quite bad. Yep.
What?
Pull that right off.
What?
It's got that easy disconnect carrot tape on there.
This part's falling off everywhere.
Yep.
Like this
Yep,
clip is
that,
just hanging
that,
here.
yep.
What the hell? Like it doesn't stop. It just keeps on giving.
Pretty bad.
I'm gonna enjoy this a lot. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you'll enjoy it too. Join me next time for destroying a truck. This will be fun. Lots of fun. Have a good one. Still me riding off to the sun.
Okay. Yep.
You guys went back to Lob?
Nick?
Natural Bliss Vanilla. Yum.
And made with only 4 natural ingredients.
That's it?
Well, 5 if you count the magic.
Natural Bliss. Unexplainably blissful.
100 years ago, no one would insure cars for military members. So a group of soldiers backed each other. Today, we're still serving the military and their families with those same values our founders shared. Because at USAA, we take care of our own.
Yeah. We gotta find a different game. Alright, let's see if I can come up with something. I did.
Well, it made the trip over. Did boil over, did lose oil pressure.
Cockroach.
It actually rid pretty good, which is kind of weird. But
It's
I was looking
entertaining.
at this, the front brake thing actually working. That cleaned up. I hit the pedal a few times. It's got a lot of pedal travel, but then it does something. The rear one, not so much. Didn't do anything. Maybe we just need to bleed that or something. Sure, sitting all these years. Didn't even check the tire pressure on these. I forgot.
This
But
is
they held
white
there and
out.
did the thing. So we crawled it over here. Now we got some rock to work on, some solid ground, closer to tools and parts. It is running really rough. Also,
We got
I think I
zombies.
finally found second gear on
Oh, we're up with
accident.
this?
I thought it was
Right.
a drive, but it might be a reverse shift. Because when I went to first gear,
I guess
I
we'll
tried to
find
pump the
out.
gears, it went up. So we gained a little bit of speed there, but there's so much going on. It's loud, and I'm chasing wafts out of here.
This is gonna be funny.
Stuff's leaking everywhere, and I'm trying to see if it's overheating and this and that. I just didn't have time to try to figure out the shift
Oh,
pattern.
it
Plus
sucks.
the shifter is absolute trash at this thing. You're gonna have to put a different shifter in there for sure. Throw that on the list. Well, this classic
shoes
Dodge
are starting
monster
to
truck
feel
is
good
once
for
again
us.
running, and it did drive, albeit a little rough and a little slow, but it pulled itself around under its own power for the first time in many years. Now, the to-do list is pretty long, gotta be honest. Obviously, I really want to get those big 66 by 43 tires on here, but we've got to service the transmission, get a shifter in this, figure out what we're
I
going to
think
do
I
for a
found
fuel,
a
make it
tripod
happen.
that I can
And then
get.
you guys, I'm sure, have some suggestions. Please
It's like
do
$14. So.
down there in the comments. I'll whip through
two
those
different
and
ones,
see what
though.
you guys want to do with this rig as well. I wanted
don't know
running
which
and
one I
driving
really
fairly
want.
good before we throw those big tires on here, and I've got some ponds and things that we can go play in and see what this truck can do. But that's going to do it for now. The Black Sheep is back. Thanks, guys, for watching. Appreciate you very, very much. We'll see you soon.
Oh, now I can go look at the shop. I want this song too.
Super Mario Galaxy movie, only in theaters April 1st.
Mom!
And that's why things will get galactic with your Lucky Charms, fruit roll-ups,
What the?
and Nintendo cookies.
Says I'm not grounded anymore.
In this galaxy for every time.
I can't keep track of all my subscriptions, but my BFF Experian can, and could help me easily cancel the ones
but
I don't need. Get the Experian
Oh, I
app
take that
now.
song too.
When you have a really bad idea, and you have that voice in your head that says, no, Weston, you should knew that. But then you
Now
follow
that
it
would've been a
anyway.
good
You know what
song.
happens when you do that? You end up with a Cummins swapped Rolls-Royce Phantom. I'm not joking. This ain't CGI and this ain't AI. We Cummins swapped a Rolls-Royce freaking Phantom. For the last 3 months, we've been doing nothing besides working on this Rolls-Royce. And it is a running and driving Cummins swapped Rolls-Royce. And today, we're going to show you exactly how we did it in one video. But before we do that, I got to show you guys a new giveaway truck. Guys, we are giving away this top-of-the-line truck and $10,000 cash to one of you guys. And for the first week of this giveaway, we are doing 20 times interest. This is a 2023 GMC AT4X. Has a completely loaded interior, inbox front and rear, and a 6.2-liter V8. This is the perfect daily driver truck, while also able to go off-road and have a good time. And before one of you guys gets it, it's going to get even better. Because this truck is going to get a Whipple supercharger that gives it 600 horsepower, and the upgrades won't stop there. To get entered to win this truck, go to westernlikesteak.com. Every $1 you spend gets you one entry to try to win this truck. And for the first week, we're doing 20 times entry.
Fancy
So the last few months,
feet?
we've
That's
been
what I would call
completely
that. I would call that
overhauling
fancy
the
feet.
entire
Fancy.
lineup on the website. So we've got socks, we've got keychains, we've got hats, hoodies, wallets, t-shirts, and we want to make sure that we're making quality stuff that you guys enjoy. Because we're not trying to sell you guys junk. We want to sell you guys stuff that you guys like, you guys enjoy, and you guys want. So we got a lot of really cool plans for this truck, and I'm really excited to give it to one of you guys. So make sure you go to westernlikesteak.com, get you some entries to win this truck, and let's get back into the video. So guys, we've gotten a mysterious delivery at the shop today. Think they can fit a big block in this thing? Doesn't feel very big block. Ooh, look at that. So guys, in case you're wondering where to get your parts for a Rolls Royce, China is the answer. We are going to rip this V12 out of here, and we're going to come and swap this Rolls Royce. Because for one, it's going to be so cool. For two, because we can call it like roll smoke. Currently, if you're wondering on all the things we have to fix in the Rolls Royce, well, the engine doesn't work, the suspension doesn't work. We still haven't figured out how we're going to make all the power go from the Cummins engine that we're going to put into it back to the rear end, because the rear end has a really weird yoke on it. We need to find a transmission that we're going to use. Basically, we have a bunch of stuff that we got to figure out how to make work with this thing. But once we figure out all that stuff, we're going to be fine. We have the air shock now, and the other thing that we have for this Rolls Royce is we now officially have the
Whoa,
motor.
whoa, whoa, whoa. They got a Catwoman in
We
here?
realized all the things that were damaged about it.
I don't have enough for her? This is some bullshit.
Small issue that the motor inside the Rolls Royce is pretty much toast. But anyway, you might be wondering, to come and swap a Rolls Royce,
Technically, if I really wanted to, I could
introduce you to a
get
big box. And now this big box is from Next Gen Parts Place, right? And right after the
But I
Rolls
ain't
Royce
trying to
video
waste
went
money.
live, he reached out to me and he said, hey dude, I love the Rolls Royce, I love what you're doing, and we want to help you guys out with a 5.9 liter Cummins motor. No, there's the wire harness in there. You got terrible history. I have
Catwoman, you
never
can
hit a
visit my
wiring
dreams.
harness with a Sawzall this week.
Oh, they got the bear back too. Ah.
In case you don't know, that's a 5.9 liter Cummins motor, right? This was pulled out of a wrecked
If I was
truck,
super
but
rich, I'd
it
waste
was
so much
running,
money.
and the engine sounded pretty good. I've seen a video of the motor running
gotta get
before we
this
got it.
character.
It looks like a tractor engine, but it's really a Rolls Royce. Rolls Royce, if you're watching, we know you guys made a good car, but you guys just up in one department, and that's the engine. The engine's just junk. What we're doing is we're making Rolls Royces better here. We're making Rolls Royces reliable. If you're looking for any parts, by the way, make sure you check out the guys who we got this motor from. They were super awesome, helped us pick this thing up. Well, this is a junkyard motor. It's the perfect motor for us. The 6.7 liter V12.
Oh, no way, it's Jack Black.
The Cummins is right there, and now all we gotta do is we gotta get the V12 out, and then we can start sending the Cummins in there and see how good the Cummins is gonna fit. How good it's gonna fit? I have no idea, but there's one way to find out. We've been working on the Rolls Royce for about 2 hours
I
now,
get that
and
too.
we've gotten 3 things out of it. Hold on, there you go.
Lady Gaga.
Ta-da!
look how much room once we unbolt this
Chicken
back here we're
banana.
gonna have. Well, here's the good news. The wiring's undone, most of the cooling system's unhooked, still have to unhook exhaust, transmission, torque converter bolts, motor mount bolts, and then this thing should come out here. Hi, engine. I'll see you on the bottom side. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We're trying to reach 5 million subs in 2025, so make sure you hit that subscribe button. What do you think the likelihood is it just comes right apart
I
without
got the
that engine?
sensation.
35%. 35? That's pretty good. I've got a percentage too that I think, but I don't think it's 35. Just remember, something happens to me. I was a little scared for a minute, but she is officially out. I think there's something at the back here, like where the transmission's at. God damn, I'm right. Guys, for those of you that's wondering, of course I'm not getting ready to chop something in half. Oh, that made a mess. Yeah. Well, here's the good news. I'm pretty sure that was the only
That's so
thing holding us up when the motor coming all the way out of the roll.
Oh, I definitely.
Hell yeah, we got her out. Look at all this room for a Cummins. Actually, to be honest, that went way easier than I thought it would. Now that we got the engine out of here, we can do the front thing. We can move this out of the way, and then we can slide the Cummins over and set the car down and be like, boom, it's Cummins swap. It'll still be sitting on a pallet, but it'll still be fun. And also, to give us a great idea if, for one, the entire engine combo is going to fit in the hole, which I think it will. I think we'll have plenty of room for everything we want to do. But there's really only one way to find out. Let's get this engine over here. Guys, so here's the thing. You might be wondering what exactly what we're going to do with the Rolls Royce motor now. Well, this is a 6.7 liter V12 Rolls Royce motor. They're kind of rare. It's pretty interesting to look at. So, I want to introduce you to our new coffee table. I've actually seen one of these Rolls Royce coffee tables for sale before, and they are $70,000. Yeah, I know, and it's sold. Someone bought it. Long story short, he's going to work on tearing this down, but now we can finally drop down the Rolls Royce and see how it comes up. If we can fit the factory fan in this back room, we're going to be golden. Keep going, I don't hear any crunches yet.
That's not a good sound right there.
There's probably at least $55,000 right there. Yeah, drop it down.
Oh, that's a good sound.
So guys, as of right now, we need to move the motor forward a little bit because it's too far back underneath the back of the car. But it looks like it's going to slide right in. And then from there, we can start figuring out how to put motor mounts, K member, and everything else. If we can do it while also keeping the mechanical fan on the front of the Cummins, we'll be rocking and rolling. You have to have a fan on pretty much every radiator because as soon as you stop moving, it stops moving air through the radiator, so you need some way to pull it.
You too?
Well, you can use an electric fan,
Mr. Liam?
but you will never get an electric fan that will pull more air than that mechanical fan right there because it's belt driven right off the front of the engine. And considering it's belt driven right off the front of the engine, if we're using this thing to actually tow a trailer, that fan has a better chance of keeping it cool than an electric fan does. Alright, go ahead and give her a little smidge back.
Let's see what the next one is.
Looks like that should fit. Holy shit, it looks like that should fit real well.
There's some dubstep. Not the dubstep that I normally listen to.
Oh, dude, it was meant to be! That's golden. That's good. You actually work on it. That's actually really good. So, how high is the car right there? Is that right height? That's a little bit higher than my height. But we've still got a lot of room underneath the motor there from the ground. I really want to try to keep the factory fan if we can. Last time I come and swap something, I did to a Mustang. In a Mustang, if you don't know this, there's a very, very limited amount of room. But this looks like we got room. We can work on it. We could probably put a hood on it. There's a lot of things going good for us here.
I can see it blowing smoke.
I don't know where it's going to blow smoke from yet, but I can see it blowing smoke. Motor does spin the engine bay quite nicely, actually. So all we're going to do now is we're going to raise the Rolls Royce back up. We're going to take the K member that's over there, put it back in the car, and then we're going to take a chain and set the motor in the top and see once we have the suspension back underneath the rolls if it's actually going to line up and work how we want it to. I think it's going to. Fingers crossed.
Yeah. Okay. Alright, take a good leak.
accidentally talked to the guys from Power Driven, and they want us to yank this out and send it to them, and they're gonna upgrade it with a 6.7 block, 6.7 crank, new rods, new pistons, new bearings. So we're accidentally gonna go from this motor to they're gonna rebuild it and upgrade it to a 1,500 horsepower capable 6.7, because that's obviously what the Rolls-Royce needs. Now the good news is we can use this motor, go motor mounts, mock it all up, get it all done, and then after that, we're gonna yank it out, send it to them, they're gonna upgrade it to a 6.7, send it back, and then we can throw big fuel injectors at it, big turbos at it, and make big horsepower.
Like, I seriously about to start getting on Fortnite before I go on bike rides, so I can find songs.
Okay, this is our part of our motor mount for the Cummins and the Rolls Royce. We just cut them off. It's gonna go to the side block like that, and these will go on the plate that's in the car. They'll be able to go up or down with the engine, and yeah, that's that. It's metal.
Ladies and gentlemen, here's where we're at. As you can tell, there's a Rolls Royce sitting here with no Cummins. And right over there is a Cummins with no Rolls Royce. So we are getting ready to marry it. This is an exciting moment because this might be the first time she actually is mounted to the roll. Up. Come on in. Straighten it up and then come straight forward. Hold on. I'm inside my tape. I'm not focused on the tape right there. Go down just a smidge more round. One more. Whoa. It's in there. It's not bolted down or welded down or anything, but it's in there. Is the power steering fixed? Is the AC compressor still on it? Yep. Oh, we're gonna have air
Oh my
conditioning
god,
in this rig.
the song.
There she is. The guys, in case you were wondering, that's what a Rolls Royce with Cummins inside of it looks like. It's not fully rolled out, but the motor mounts are in it, they're tacked up, and it's sitting there looking pretty. So what we're gonna do now is I think we're gonna put it up in the air, do the adapter plate on it, bolt the transmission to it, and see how good the transmission lines up.
Transmission mount. This will bolt to the body of the car, and then these two bolts go to the bottom of the transmission, and we'll hold it up. And once we get this in, the motor and transmission will be ready to stay in the car forever until we send it to Power Driven, kind of thing. Now we can take the trans jack out. We can do transmission cooler lines, radiator hoses. We do everything. Drive shaft.
Here's the thing, right? It's been a couple days since we've got us back on the Rolls Royce because we were waiting for parts. And we also need a harness for the ECM because we're doing a standalone ECM harness kit and stuff. But the guys from DCS, Diesel Conversion Specialists, sent us out a harness for us, so we have all that. And guys, I gotta give a great shout out to DCS. You might not know this or not, but the first ever person that helped us out on a build was DCS like 5 years ago on the Cummins. They sent me a wiring harness kit and a bell housing bolt pattern. So they were the first ever sponsor of the channel. So that brings us down to the rolls. The motor's in it, the transmission's in it. We are gonna make this way nicer in the future. We're going to put a built transmission in it. We're going to put bigger injectors in it. We're going to put bigger crank in it after making it 6.7. A lot of things like that. But at the current moment, our only objective is to get it freaking started. Because then we've proved that it works, and then we can start adding power to it. And also, the guys from Airlift are sending us out. Are we getting a dual pump?
Yeah, the ALT4 is what it's called.
This is what it really
the latest and greatest air management ride kit you can get.
Also, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but I'm pretty sure this has a controller where we can just stand back, hit it, and drop the rolls right down on the ground. So we can slam it, or we can hit the button, go back up, and drive it down the highway.
The finest luxury fragrances are now exclusively available at your local store. Unstoppable's Unlimited Collection makes everything smell magnifique. Luxury laundry scent beads so you can smell unstoppable.
Chat, connect, and play games with people across the globe. Download Tango now and join the fun.
Cuesta recordar dónde estuviste anoche. Revisa tu historial de ubicaciones.
all the places with Shopify, online, in person, and across social, and track every cha-ching, all in one place. When it's time to sell everywhere, it's time for Shopify. Start your free trial today.
Before we get started on all the mechanical stuff on the Rolls Royce, there's one very, well, actually there's four very important things that we need. And that is wheels and tires for Rolls. Because when we got it, 3 of the tires were flat, and then the other one had a bent wheel. So we need a new set of tires and wheels. Now guys, that's the perfect opportunity because we are sponsored by Fitment Industries, which means they have all kinds of awesome tires and wheels ready for the Rolls Royce. But we got on there last night and realized there's so many options. Me and Garrett couldn't decide on one. I know, I'm trying to like
That's a strong ass string.
Chrome, what do you want? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna call Fitment Industries and we're saying we have a 2010 Rolls Royce Phantom, send us a set of wheels.
And that's no surprise. So when we open it, we'll really not know what exactly they're going to send us.
We won't know until they're bolted on the car what we got, but once we get them, we'll know. Okay, so
The funny part is you know how many times you guys have gone to the
I need
bathroom?
a set of tires and wheels for it. Okay. So, and I don't want to know what they are. I just want you to pick out a set of tires and wheels.
But gone to the bathroom with me.
Anything you want, just send it our way. We're gonna put it on there. Whatever you think looks best.
We just got to get the roll styling, dude. It's got to look good.
There we go.
Alright, perfect. Sounds good, dude. You know what that means? We're gonna have some new wheels for the Rolls Royce.
There, and if you can tell, you can definitely use some right now.
Oh,
Use
yeah.
some, don't anybody else. Oh, dude, that was badass.
You talk so
In case
quiet.
you didn't know, the Rolls Royce sits on an entire air suspension all the way around it. So, we got a hold of the guys over at Airlift, and we actually use Airlift airbags on the front of the smokestack. We have since I built it like 3 or 4 years ago, and it worked fantastic. This is an entire Airlift management kit, which means I'm pretty sure that this sits inside, you can set different settings. I can literally throw it down on the ground, I can carry it up, I can make it 2-wheel, whatever I want to do. And after we get a bunch of the engine stuff done,
I mean, now I can hear you.
Are you gonna mount this? Yeah, he's working on the fuel tank. We're gonna get the fuel tank and the lift pump all put in it, and then he can put that new air pump in the back. This here's the fuel tank, the factory fuel tank from the Rolls Royce, and they've got a draw straw in it, which is basically just a really long straw that goes down into it. Basically, this sits inside the fuel tank like that, and it's able to pull fuel all the way from the bottom of the fuel tank, which means we can just take and hook this up to this Air Dog fuel pumping pole right here. It's going to give the motor plenty of fuel for everything we want to do. So we're going to have an Air Dog, we're going to have Airlift suspension, we're going to have a 5.9 liter, we're going to have a power-driven diesel turbo on it.
Yeah.
This thing's going to get down.
Have you ever been on Discord before? No? Alright. Well, if I can figure out how to work it, I gotta buy like a month's
In case you're
worth.
wondering what the holes are going to drill for, this right here is our air-to-water intercooler, and it should set right about there. And come straight up out the turbo, right over, right in, and then straight across the front, and then right into the motor, which means
I want to
we're
get
gonna have an
into
intercooler
it.
system.
I gotta pay like, I think it's $9.99 a month for it.
Well, guys, in case you wonder
So,
where we're at on
if
the
I ever
Rolls
get a
Royce right
chance
now,
to
right?
get
The fuel
into
tank
it,
is now
I'm gonna
in,
try to
and
have
Chris
all
is
this
currently
string
building a
together.
plate that's going to cover the fuel tank. That's going to hold all the airlift suspension stuff we got for it. And I mean, we got some beautiful stuff from Airlift. So, right over here, it's not done yet, but this is what our airlift system's looking like. This plate is going to mount vertically in the
not
trunk like
my
this.
fault
While he's
that
working
we
on
have
air
a great
suspension,
connection.
fuel tank's in it.
Okay.
We need to work on wiring and just a bunch of random stuff. We'll find a thing and start working on it.
Alright.
The Rolls Royce is looking pretty good.
Alright.
It's not nowhere near done, but it's
We'll just
looking
have to
good.
keep
Got
that
one fuel
like
line ring,
down low
more fuel
on
lines
the
than that.
on
Still got
the
some power
stream.
wires to
That's
run.
all.
Still got all the electrical to figure out. We still have to drop the transmission back out to the clutch plate and a rear main seal on it. What are you gasping about over here? The price of these wheels. They're not that much. They're stock wheels. How much are they? $6,000 a wheel.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's the same wheel. Guys, by the way, we have a set of Rolls Royce wheels that previously
I mean,
used,
we
but
could-
in
we
really
could
good
probably
shape.
come up
For
with
sale
something
right
like
now,
that.
$5,000 a piece. So whoever wants to come buy 4 Rolls Royce wheels, you can come get me $20,000. Actually, if you buy all 4, I'll give them to you for $15,000.
I don't know. Bambi.
Guys, what we're doing right now
Bambi rubbed
is
me
we're
the
waiting on
wrong way.
parts for the Rolls Royce to get here. So while we're waiting on parts for the Rolls Royce to get here, we are going to put the Whipple on the AT4. Guys, you probably seen that at the beginning of the episode. But this right here is our 2023 AT4X that we're going to give away to one of you guys. It's not really stock. It's 6.2 liter V8. Realistically, I just want to build the coolest daily driver truck, the coolest practical truck. And we bought this thing like a month ago, and I've been
Where the
driving it
hell is
around.
Kyle
And it's
at?
absolutely fantastic to drive. But the only thing it needs is a little bit more power.
What'd he do? Oh, okay.
You know what's crazy about this, right? Is this whole kit comes with every single thing, including an
If I
entire
wanted to
instruction
watch it.
manual. That way, if you don't even know what you're doing that well, you can still bolt this on. I'm saying basically an idiot could bolt this thing on and make power with it. I'll tell you one thing. I sure am good at taking junk apart. Now, putting it back together, I'm not so sure about. But taking it apart, I've got that pretty good. Since this Whipple has a condenser for the supercharger to keep the intercooler cool and all that stuff as well, I went ahead and pulled the grill out of it. Grill's out, the shutters are out, all the plastic pieces are off, I got the airbox off, and now all I gotta do is I gotta pull the intake, and then I should be able to bolt the bottom half of the supercharger down to the engine and try to lift the
That's
supercharger in there and set it down on top of it.
How do I know?
Alright guys, so we got the intake off the 6.2 liter. She's completely torn apart. Now it's finally time for it to start going back together. So I
don't know
unbolted the supercharger from the lower intake.
figured we
put the
were doing
gaskets
this
in
as
there, and now all I gotta
a
do
team,
is
so
flip this over
I kinda
and bolt
just
this down to the
waited.
engine and then bolt the supercharger to the top. Oh, way easier than I thought it would.
Alright.
Alright, here.
So what do you
I'm
want
gonna
to
set up
do?
Here. You want to hand me
Do
the
you want to do
supercharger
this
on the
or?
side? Voila. Install. And put on.
Let's give it a shot.
Oh, dude, that was badass. That's good. Hold on, I need a picture for Snapchat. Guys, by the way, in case you don't know this, I also have a Snapchat as well. So if you want to follow me on Snapchat, it's WestonGW on Snapchat. Add me there. I take pictures of what we're doing every day and just post it on
See, we got
Snapchat.
finger
Guys, by the way, I
into
don't know if I said this or not, the Whipple superchargers are some of the most sexy superchargers you'll ever see on top of the motor. Just look at it. This looks like it added 500 horsepower. You know, the thing is, right? We wanted to give away a cool truck, and this is the coolest GMC truck you can go out and buy. This is basically the GMC equivalent of a Raptor. But the issue with that, right, is it doesn't have a supercharged V8 in it like the Raptor R or the TRX does. Now it does.
Come on,
Look
you
at
buy
this. Dude, that
BBs.
looks freaking nice. And it goes back over to the factory airbox and everything. Actually, you know what's funny? This truck
We do
completely
a red
stopped.
versus blue.
Beat Gary's in a race. On my bad motor. Oh, on my bad motor. You were talking about, yeah, this thing runs
Okay,
good.
so we got one
This
banana
thing
guy or
looks
one
damn good
punk
right now. Is this take shots at Gary Day?
Yeah.
Gary, yeah, because you walk in, you're like, my damn Duramax runs
What?
good.
No
Ain't
hugs?
nothing. Guys, long story short, the
Ah,
Whipple is bolted
banana
on.
guy
and
it is.
According to ChatGPT
He's
and
the
according to what we looked up, this thing should make anywhere from 7 to 9 pounds of boost and should take this thing to about 650 horsepower. But we're going to get this thing bolted on and then we're going to be out here ripping in this thing. I think this is
You
our
do
first Whipple we've ever had.
everything.
It is our first Whipple. I've always wanted a
Whatever
Whipple. We're going to have a, well,
decides
we have
to
a
pop
Whipple
into
for a
somebody's
temporary amount of
head,
time.
so what
Problem with
else?
this, guys, whenever it comes down to actually giving this thing
We're
to
gonna
one
be
of you guys,
basically
you're just going to cry and say,
podcasting
no!
live.
Hopefully you guys want to take the cash option instead of the truck, because I
Fucking
wouldn't mind
around
looking at the
with
truck.
it.
This is like the most comfy truck I've ever driven. Just like you get in it every day. It's just the nicest truck ever.
Does this have the massaging seats?
It's got the massaging seats.
Guys, you don't want to win this truck. You just want to take the cash option and leave the truck. This thing's junk. Who would want a black truck? Alright guys, so we got the AT4 all wrapped up, we got the entire Whipple kit put on it, and I just loaded the tune from Whipple into the truck. So this is the first official startup with our tune. Let's see how she runs.
Yes, man.
Sounds good. Alright, So I don't need to, but since I've already got my laptop out and open and everything, I'm gonna go ahead and fire up the data logging, and we're gonna take the AT4 for its first official drive.
Dude, I'm so excited to see how this thing rips.
I'm actually kind of curious. I wonder how much boost it makes.
You know it's getting real serious when a redneck's got his laptop out driving down the road.
Oh my god!
What?
Dude, it's popping a freaking wheelie! Oh my god, dude, this thing
Yeah.
Now the good news is I've got the tune. I could do a little fiddling with it.
You know, I think that
Everyone at home would prefer you not to fiddle too much. I think you just, like, you fiddled a little bit already, not too much fiddle.
I don't know what guns I really want. Oh, can't get those.
It's so effortless. Yeah, I know, it's just like, it's undramatic. You're actually trying to make it dramatic by getting it out there, but it just goes.
I'm on the red side.
We're full sent us the tune for this thing, but I have not changed a single thing on the tune. I'm just looking at it to see if it's good.
You're on
What
the
I'm telling you
other
is, it runs beautifully. It's
Oh,
perfect.
no.
And all the air fuel ratios are perfect. The boost is perfect. Everything is exactly where I would want it to be. Here's the thing, all right? I'm just thinking out loud here when I say this.
Yeah, we'll live
Now
another
that
day.
the AT4 is supercharged, so we'll see if it'll break the tires loose.
Well, I mean, the
All
people
right.
at home really want to know if it can do a burnout, I'm sure. I mean, yeah, I don't even think it could do a burnout, to be honest with you.
Yeah, he does burn out.
Yeah, I think it does. You know, actually, the more I'm thinking about this, is a good excuse to put some new
Sorry.
tires and wheels on it. But that's for next time, guys.
Yeah.
If you want to win this truck, go to westsidesk.com. Every dollar you spend, one entry. And we got a whole new lineup of merchandise on the website that you guys are going to love. A lot of the accessories are already sold out. There's still some of the cool accessories left. So if you want those, try to go get them right away. We probably better get back to working on the Rolls Royce. Are you sure we have to
Look,
the radiator
I just
sport out?
happened to see you in my
what?
scope.
I've dressed you so much weight, I'm going to let you do it.
So
But I will watch.
All I
Well-
need to cut is I'm going to cut straight up this because this already fits in between there. But I just need to cut
Yeah, I'll take that.
So this line right here.
Two rednecks are getting ready to chop up the Rolls Royces is awesome. That's what we're hearing right now. All right, get to chopping. I'll watch. I'll supervise.
Oh,
Well, guys, the roll is coming along nicely. He's currently chopping up the whole front end of it.
He's
Last
down
night
here.
I got
Nope,
some
there
fuse
you
box
go.
mounted for this thing. There's
Where's
still
that
a bunch
other
of wiring
sniper
that needs to
come
be
from?
done. But you know what they call me? They call me Wiring Weston. Because I don't know how to wire, but I'll twist them together and make this thing run.